Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everybody. Today we are going to discuss about the Fabaceae family, and we have to describe its vegetative reproductive characters along with their economic importance. So here there's a distribution of this Fabaceae family plants. There are about the 400 genera and 9,000 species worldwide, and in Pakistan about 82 genera and 587 species are reported yet. There are the few familiar plants, as we know that the sweet pea, mutton, peanut, groundnut, chickpea, shisham, camel thorn, and others are also present. And we have to discuss for now habit. We have to describe its vegetative characters. So first we have to describe its habit. The habit is herb, shrubs, and tree. Herbs are soft herbaceous plant. Now you can see this is the uh, gram artisanal plants which are herbs in nature. If you see this one picture, this is Al Haji Maruram, simply camel thorn, Kandero. It's the shrubs which have the several main stem. And if you see the trees, which is this is an example of acacia plant, which contain the main trunk, which is a woody in structure, and also here bear the different kind of thorns. You see the stem, herbaceous, woody, and climbers by the dendrites. Herbaceous, you have the first observation inside the habit, and woody is also, but the climber by the dendrites. These dendrites are actually modified stipules, which are used for the climbing to touch with the solid things on the branches of other plant or also on the walls. If you see the leaves are the compound. You can see this is the compound leaf. The leaf lamina is divided into simple leaves, small leaves, known as the pinnae leaflets. Rarely simple leaves are also present. This is a simple leaf. Lamina is not divided, and it contains stipules and petiole, and there's a leaf base. The compound leaves are the alternate, and some of they are the alternate are observed, but mostly they are the opposite. If you see the stipules, their stipules are the mostly leafy. If you see here, these are the simple stipule, but some of this family of these plants have the modified leafy stipules are also observed. If you see the inflorescences, you will find out the racemose. Racemose is type of inflorescence in which the main axis continuously grow, but do not bear the flower at its tip, but it give rise the flowers on both sides. Young flower are at the top or this side you can see in this picture, and old flower are at the base. And solitary auxiliary flower also found, single flower at the top of the vegetative branch which bear the single flower. See about the flower, they are the flowers are bisexual, zygomorphic, means that the one plane of symmetry, a regular flower, bracteate, hypogynous and perigynous. If you see this flower, in both conditions the sepal and petal and stamen are below the ovary, but here in perigynous this hypanthium become a rim or become cup-like in structure. It is the top of the rim of the hypanthium. You see the sepal, petal and stamens are arranged, but this at the hypothium, if you see the hypanthium structure, it's not a cup-like structure, it is simple. So in this hypogynous, the ovary is superior, but in perigynous, ovary is the half superior. If we see in other pictures, you will find out that superior and half superior ovary. It means the perigynous, which is the cup-like hypanthium, have the half superior ovary because its sepal and petals and stamen are attached the below of that ovary, and there are the pentamerous, the five petals, sepal, petals, other parts arranged in a group of five, and piplination structure. And if you see the each floral, whorl, and its arrangement, if you see the calyx outermost first whorl, you find out the five sepal, but they are the more or less united. These are the sepals which are tube-like structure, and they are at the top. The lobes are free, but at the base they are the tubular in structure, and there is a teeth-like the arrangement, like the molar teeth, and bilipped in structure and hairy. And See the second whorl of the flower, second part of the flower, outermost is the petals. We call them the corolla. Collection of the petals. Five are the free, piplinaceous type of the sepals, close and dissimilar. These all the five petals are free, but they are the dissimilar in structure. The posterior one, if you see in this picture, the top of known as the extender vexillum or the banner. It is a single, but it is a large in size, which is the posterior single one. Two are the lateral. You will find out the free, known as the wings, and other two are the anterior most, which are the fused with one. These are the two here, but they are the fused, known as the keel or the carina. They are the board-like structure. It means these five are differently dissimilar in structure. So five, they are the mostly pipinous in nature. This is another key character of this family. Regard the second whorl. Come to the third part of the flower, known as the androecium, the collection of the stamen. If you see that they are the 10 stamens, which are unequal in filament. If you see, they are known as the didelphous. It means the 9 stamens, their filaments are fused with one another, and the 10th one, posterior, is a free. Their stamen is the filaments free, and 9 stamens filaments are fused with one another. At the top of they are also free, but their filaments are connected from here. So this condition is known as the didelphous. It means this is another key character of this family that contain the 10 stamen out of 9 of the fuse, and 10th one is a free. If you see the gynoecium, female part, fourth last whorl of this flower, simple pistil carpel, and ovary is a superior, we have already discussed. One or more ovule present inside each ovary, and style, which is a long and bent. If you see, this is a style which is a long and bent, and it also bear trichomes are the hairs at the base, and this one is the stigma, which is a free. And if we find out the placentation of this plant's ovary, there's a marginal placenta is observed. The ovary in which the placenta forms a ridge along the ventral suture of the ovary, and the ovules develop on two separate rows. Now, if you see, open the peas or other pod of fruits, you will find out these two arrangement of these are the two rows. Which you find out the marginal placenta and the arrangement of the ovules. Look at this is a single locule, also the unilocule means this single chamber present inside the placenta inside the ovary. This single one is known as a unilocule, and these are the marginal placenta where the ovules are attached. And here the fruit, usually legume or pod. If you see, these are the pod-like structure arrangement you have seen in your villages or in other area. These are covered in a pod. Now look at, if you see this kind of arrangement or anywhere inside acacia or other plants, you will find out like as a groundnut or other peas. There's a pods. When you open the pod, you find out the seeds. Marginal seeds are arranged, and hard seeds coat is present, and reserve the food inside the cotyledon. If we observe the floral formula, this is the actinomorphic sign, bisexual, and calyx are the five. They are the fused. Corolla are the five, but the one plus two, and which is bracket located. Is one is free, two are combined, but they are free. Plus two are they are the two number, but they are fused with one another. And androecium are the 9 plus 1 means 9 are the fused, and 1 is a free. You have seen already in the androecium. You see the gynoecium, there's a one pistil, but over is a superior. And if you see the economic importance of this family, it is the main source of the protein, oil, and foliage. There are the few pulses which are present here, like is the matar, masoor, kidney bean, and mash dal, which are present inside this family, which is the high source. And there's a foliage crops which are used for the domestic animal, Medicosepia, lucerne, and alfalfa. We often also the wood we use for the making the furniture is the timber, Dilbergia sissu, and acacia. see the medical point of view, it is the most important. The plants of some of this family's plants are used for the cough and cold treatment, also snake bite, and some of the seeds of this family, known as rati, used to weight the jewelry. First, they do not have the grams or the weight, so they use these kind of seeds for rati as a per gram. And if you see the ornamental, there are some species of this family used for the decoration on lawns and houses, gardens. This is the lupins uh, flower, which are most beautiful in their arrangement, and their this is the racemose type of flowers. If you see this kind of flower, they are also used for the ornamental. So thank you and have a good day. Allah Hafiz. Yamanullah.